The biggest thing that is inspiring me right now during this COVID-19 stuff is donors, how our donors are able to really step up to the plate right now. And what I'm seeing across the board, not only from companies and from foundations, but also from individual donors, is this understanding of the importance of unrestricted funds right now. Typically in the past, donors have always wanted to kind of fund that sexy thing, you know, no one really wants to pay for the lights or for the new computers or anything like that. But at this moment, with the crisis that we're in, donors are going above and beyond in being just very accommodating, like, here's our gift, please use it to the best, whatever you think is best, whether that's paying for your employees' salaries or, you know, being able to help provide food for the people that you serve. Like, they're just being really leaning into the power of unrestricted funds. And I'm hoping, not only is that really inspiring me right now, but I'm hoping that will be kind of a lesson that we can take away from this experience, and we can kind of see more unrestricted funding and being able to talk about that more moving forward. Next one.
You talked a lot about donors. So what do you think is the one thing that nonprofits are not doing enough right now?
Not doing enough of right now. I would say we all can be a little bit better about connecting with our donors and really bringing them into being part of the solution. And what I mean by that is not just in the funds, not just in, please help us out with a donation. They give us a donation, we thank them. I think we can be a lot more in helping them be a part of the solution, as in showing them the process along the way of communicating why we need these funds, communicating how it's impacted families, how it's impacted our constituents and people that we've been working with, and really letting them get the full gratitude of knowing that they are helping make their community a better place right now. And what I mean by that is also stories specifically. I think right now, while there's a huge push to get your donors on the phone, calling them, talking with them, being able to connect with them on that way, I think there can be an even stronger and more important to also focus on the stewardship side and making sure that we're thanking them profusely and we're showing them the stories, the impact, and they're able to really have that feeling that they are just as involved in this organization as we are.
Okay, to round off, what's the funniest experience you've had adapting to fundraising at home?
I would say my pets. Definitely. That's probably one of the funniest experiences. Pacino, my dog, definitely doesn't quite, can't communicate to him like most coworkers, so I can't sit him down and have an honest chat like, hey, you're being a little loud and I'm trying to have a phone call, so I'd really appreciate it if, maybe you'd step into a conference room or something like that. It's also been very interesting working with my significant other and seeing him just kind of kill it in his job and seeing the professional side to him. That's been really interesting to see this whole other side of my partner that I haven't really seen before. So it's kind of fun to be like, oh, so he's definitely that guy in the office. Okay, I get it. I can see it now. So that's been really interesting.
And if you could talk to one donor, it's a random question, if you could talk to one donor and thank them for an unrestricted gift, what are some things you would like that person to know that their gift is doing now in this time?
Honestly, I would just like to thank them so much for finding it in their heart to want to do something